Despite being a huge fan of both My Hero Academia and Black Clover, the fandoms at large seem to be at war with each other constantly. It is a shitstorm, but ultimately the Black Clover fandom usually doesn't come out on top, often because the fan base for My Hero Academia is a lot larger. One of the biggest ways My Hero Academia fans shit on Black Clover fans is to say that My Hero Academia came out first, and Deku was a powerless character in a world of powered people first. If you do a little bit of research online, you can see that the official My Hero Academia manga did come out in July of 2014, while the official Black Clover manga came out in February of 2015. This means that Black Clover came out 6 months after My Hero Academia did. While just looking at this information, it is totally possible, although unlikely, for Tabata to create a lot of the lore and backstory of Black Clover in 6 months, and taking the idea from Horikoshi. But it takes a while to plan a detailed story, let alone art and character designs. It is kind of hard to believe that Tabata could take this idea as his main idea for Asta's character, being powerless in a world of power people, taking that and just completely changing the story so that he's powerless in a world of power people. I don't see that. Even though this is very unlikely, and even Asta being quite different from Deku, a lot of My Hero fans still stood on the fact that since it was even a tiny bit possible that Tabata took the idea from Horikoshi, they still use it. But it's actually important to note that Black Clover's one-shot, which is basically the first chapter with some slight differences, was released roughly a year before the actual first chapter of Black Clover. In this one-shot, Asta still doesn't have magic powers in a world where everyone does. What is interesting to note is that this was released in early 2014, several months before the release of the My Hero Academia manga. This is very important because this technically means that Tabata got his idea out on the market of a powerless character in a powered world before Horikoshi did with My Hero Academia. Now guys, this is proof, 100% proof, that you can't call Asta a ripoff of Deku. But anyways guys, this doesn't mean that we can turn around and call My Hero Academia's Deku a ripoff of Asta because he did it first. Then you would have been discrediting your own main argument for protecting Asta and Black Clover, that the one-shot was only about 5 to 6 months before the manga. It is not likely that Horikoshi had copied the idea from Tabata and framed the story out in such a short time either. Now, Horikoshi had a one-shot of My Hero Academia released several years before My Hero Academia. It was very, very different from the main series, and while Jack Midoriya, who is the main character of this one-shot, he doesn't have powers. There really isn't even much powers shown in the one-shot, and nothing is ever stated that everyone has powers. So even the one-shot of Horikoshi's My Hero Academia, it doesn't harp on that point, that Deku, or Jack in this instance, is powerless in a powered-up world. Now there's heroes that probably have powers, but what if it's like Marvel or DC, where a very small percentage of the population has powers? That really changes the idea, because Deku wouldn't be kind of in the minority. This doesn't mean that Tabata is the original creator of a powerless character either. Rock Lee is a bit similar, as he could only use taijutsu and chakra. So while it's still similar, Asta is even more of a powerless character in his universe, because it's not just he can't use certain types of magic, he has literally 0 mana and can't use magic. Unlike Lee, who can do the 8 gates, up to 5 gates, I believe. But anyways guys, this is very, very important, because Black Clover, we did it first. First before My Hero Academia at least. But yeah, I love My Hero Academia, I love Black Clover, and just like the main thing that people use is that, oh, My Hero Academia came out first 6 months before Black Clover. Tabata stole that idea from Horikoshi. Nah fam. Tabata released his several months before with his one-shot. And then he got his chance with the actual Black Clover story. So, yeah, it's kind of funny. I mean, I don't even know how I didn't even realize this earlier. I did some research, went online. Yeah, and I found out that Tabata's Black Clover one-shot came out before My Hero Academia. That's pretty funny, guys. But let me know what you guys think. I think it's pretty funny, it's hilarious, but yeah, come on Black Clover and My Hero Academia fans, let's get together. I think you can like both these series, I love both these series, but let me know what you guys' thoughts down below. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and also turn on notifications to be notified every time I upload a video. Hope you guys all have an amazing day. Plus...